That's about the best we're gonna get it. New game. All right. I'll do Shadows of Hong Kong later. We're doing this now. Hong Kong, a stable and prosperous, point of call in a sea of chaos, warfare and political turmoil. The Hong Kong Free Enterprise Zone is a land of contradictions. It is one of the 6 world's most successful centers of business, and also one of its most dangerous sprawl sites. A land of bright lights, gleaming towers, and relentless spirits, restless spirits, where life is cheap and everything is for sale. Ugh. Yeah. Hong Kong. We're playing on easy. We're playing on easy. Because I'm here for a good time, not for a long time. I mean, well, that first game, Shadowrun Returns, I had the Elven Street Samurai Decker named Grunk Scum. First game, I had Glugpy Trash, the Dwarf Mage. This game, This game gosh. How do I pick? First of all, male. Best time. I think we're going. I think we're going to be doing. An orc. I think we're going to be doing an orc. Well, or we might do a troll. Honestly, doing an orc would be good. Would be good. I think so. A strong and charismatic orc. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a great one. I don't know about that. He's cool. He's cool. He's cool. Yeah. Good guy. Alright, I like, gosh, I like a lot of these designs. This is good. This is real good. Suit and tie orc. But also, that's also pretty good with, pistols. I don't know. And is dashing, kind of, for, full stop? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I like business orc. Spend your karma. Hmm. Well. Oh, we have a street name now. Cool. All right. First name. Oh, let me look at the list. Let me look at the list. The wizardry list. I think fist might be used for this one. Yeah, and more Shadowrun. We just finished Shadowrun. How do you like more Shadowrun? There we go. That's a good name. That's a good name. That's a great name. Perfect name. Fistifer de Orange. Street name is Fist. Exclamation point. 3 exclamation points. Hey, future-proof visuals. How you doing? We just beat Shadowrun Dragonfall. That was wild. Now we're building our character in Shadowrun Hong Kong. Yeah, it is. It is. Thank you. Thank you for the GGs. Oh my gosh. Oh. It's some restaurant nachos. Elkhorn's good though. Basically, these were from last night. Leftover chips and queso. I mean, since I ordered a plate of fajita nachos last night, oh my god. Good if you can get good queso, just anywhere. Just yeah. All right. I think street name Fist with 3 exclamation points is perfect. Or just 1 exclamation point is good. Like Scrooge McDuck in the money bin. There we go. Fajita nachos, I mean, the ones that I get are pretty plain. It's just chips with pieces of steak seasoned on top of that, and queso covering it. Melted queso covering on covering it. Some people like a lot of like veggies and stuff with it. That's okay, I guess. I'm pretty simple. Yeah, I like this name. This is a good one. This is good. We're rolling with a harebrained scheme. Oh, fancy. Fancy. Have an opening movie. We're rolling with a,
You have one new message.
Hong Kong Free Enterprise Zone.
It's Raymond. I hope I have the right number.
We got voices.
Look, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I need your help. Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Well.
I'm on my way to Hong Kong now, to finish something I should have faced a long time ago.
Sorry, Raymond.
I need you with me. I know we're not blood, and we didn't leave things in a good place, but you and Duncan are the only real family I have.
Yeah. It's looking promising.
No past means anything to you.
Looking promising.
Meet me in Hong Kong right away. I'll explain more when you get here. I'm begging you.
Oh, jeez. No, I don't think you will.
I'm almost out of time.
I got a feeling that you won't be telling me more when we get there. I don't know why I have this feeling, but... Well... Raymond Black, the old man, gave you a home once. Took you and Duncan off the gang-ridden streets of the Barrens. Sheltered, educated, slapped sense into you both, until you almost resembled productive members of society. Then you took off, left it all behind. Landed behind bars for a time, tried to start a new life after that. It's been 8 years since you've heard Raymond's voice. Until out of the blue, you got this cryptic message. A plea for help. Maybe in Hong Kong right away. And wired to your account enough new to pay for the flight and then some. The descent is rough. A squall comes out of nowhere, sending a solid sheet of rain, punching into suborbital transport with a ragged shudder. The plane finally skids to a halt at the edge of Cheplacock tarmac. An hour, and I'm going to butcher more these pronunciations more than I butcher the German ones. An hour and an indeterminate number of emotionless security checkpoints later, you hail a water taxi to Victoria Harbor. Hong Kong looms ahead, pulsing with energy. Yeah, that's what it is. I could, if I wanted to do it every 5 minutes. You step off from the churning of the water taxi. That'd make for a good stream, though. Your stomach launching at the transition. As soon as you're clear, the captain nods once and steers a small craft back into the harbor. The man never said a word, just handed you a worn brown duffel bag when you stepped on board, filled with gear, some stiff new body armor, and a note. Better safe than sorry. D. As the smog, thick cloud above, smog, thick clouds hang low in the sky, reflecting the lights of the city in a nauseating swirl. The wind changes direction more than once, creating a heady stew of aromas: diesel, sea salt, street food, and filth. It's all you can do to keep your in-flight meal where it belongs. Come on. Well, don't you look like shit? Duncan Wu, the closest thing you have to a brother. I'm gonna throw this mouse in the trash. I got it exactly 2 days ago. That's doing nothing but double-clicking on everything. Haven't seen the man in 8 years. Still as charming as ever. He grins. Green's not really your color, Fistifer. Doesn't go with that nice new armor I got you. As you open your mouth to respond, something shifts alarmingly in your stomach. A liquid bubbling sensation. Tough it out. Don't know what you're talking about. Must be the harbor lights messing with you. Must be. Guess you still got some of your old fortitude at least. Considering how much synthahol we used to put down, I'd be surprised if you couldn't handle a little chop. Anyway, we gotta find Raven. Oh, good. Find Raven. Why would he be here? Yeah, I just do not like using Logitech stuff. So... never showed up. He's got that same baritone rasp. Had it since he was 12. Who developed early. Did you try him on comm? Nah, just been walking around the blocks, the dock shouting his name. Been trying him for the last hour. No answer. You worried? Yeah, I'm worried. Wu rubs his head. He's an old man, and he's out there somewhere, and he's out there alone somewhere. Let me look for something here real quick. Yeah, I don't know. I've been burned by them a lot recently. So, I'm kind of not really a huge fan of their stuff. Yeah, I know. I mean, Shell Oil has been around forever. Why is it... I have an orc. Hold on a second. I have an orc. I have an orc street samurai named Fist. Fistifer de Orange is his full name. Who are you, Carter? And I'm gonna be bumping up his charisma pretty seriously. I think I'm gonna be maxing out his charisma. In fact, he's going to be the most charismatic orc in Hong Kong. Oh yeah, the quality of their products has gone way down, especially since they rely so much on just like basically trying to sell services, more than actual product quality. which is unfortunate, but that's what happens. I might get one of the, I might get the MSI Clutch GM41 for my next mouse. Who knows? I already need it. I bought a new mouse just the other day for cheap. It's already breaking. Just garbage quality. I don't know, I expected it to. So. Ugh. Exactly. Alright, let's get back into this. He's a 65 Anthattle Duncan. Of course not, but he's not the same, Fistifer. Raymond hasn't been himself in a long time. The Raymond that I remember was a bit distant to begin. How so? He's been restless, staying in his study, inside his own head a lot. He barely sleeps anymore. I've been worried about him, but I haven't figured out what to do about it. And I didn't have a brother to turn to. Hell, I wasn't too sure if you were even alive still, until Raymond managed to track down your number. We should get going, Duncan. Head back to the meeting point in case your dad shows up. Copy that, Sarge. Sarge? You're wearing Lone Star body armor. Looks like Duncan Wu's gone private police. Carter, Seattle Lone Star. I'm Duncan's partner. And superior officer. I let him carry my coffee for me sometimes. Oh, no, I'm working with cops. Forget it. Oh. Write my parking tickets, that kind of thing. I figured I could use some backup. Didn't know what Ray'd gotten himself into, and I wasn't sure you were going to show up. Well, surprise, here I am. Yeah, well, I wasn't so sure, you know? Hey, look, I'm glad you're here, Fistifer, seriously. But I'm gonna need some time to get used to having you around again. Been a while since I heard from you, know what I mean? Yeah, I've been laying low. I've been finding myself in the mountains. Memories of sleepless nights in the lockup flash by. Wondering if you'd ever see Duncan or Raymond again. Wondering if you even wanted to. And stepping out into daylight, suddenly free, the fallout of some obscure corporate restructuring. A few $100 million worth of apology from your former jailers. Decision to start a new life. Leave the past. Leave the past behind. All of it. Until now. I know I've been out of touch. You could say that, yeah. Let's just find Raymond. He was supposed to meet us in the plaza on the other side of this pier. The sooner we find him, the sooner you all can have a big happy family reunion over dinner. The sooner I can find a place to get a drink around here. Damn right. Ahead of you, Hong Kong rises serpent-like from the sea. Government and megacorp coiled together, writhing in their basement of institutionalized corruption. No one can tell where the snake's body ends and its tail begins. That's what Raymond used to say. Duncan turns and starts down the pier. Carter follows. Well... Fresh construction is expanding the harbor into the water. Fresh construction. Well, hold on. Hold on. Oh, we gotta do something about this. All right, Bap. Thanks for stopping in. Slowest. Take care. We're loading the game again. Hopefully. Just because I missed a couple of things, dialogue-wise. That's okay. I'm surprised that they didn't update Shadowrun Trilogy. That they didn't update these Shadowrun games with gamepad support since the console releases came out. A little annoyed, too. But it's whatever. Two figures stand waiting in the dim light of the pier. The first is an orc, lean within your face muscles and a jaw made to break fists. The second is an elf, one hand resting casually against her hip. Raiment black is nowhere to be seen. All right. Ryan Raymond thought he'd be here. No clue where he might be. Just checked in with the local PD in the morgue. If he's dead, his body hasn't turned up yet. That's a good sign, I guess. What do you want to do now? Not sure. I get it. Not sure you do. Ah. Something you want to say? Nope. Yeah, we'll talk about it later, okay? Yeah, okay. Alright. Now. I'm out of chips, but I still have lots of dip left. Or lots of queso left. It is insulting to call queso just dip, I know. Yeah. I got half a container left from Tex-Mex place yesterday. I'm gonna save it for a chicken fajita or something. Now, I got an axe to grind about people that do recipe sites for air fryers. Fresh construction is expanding the harbor out into the water. Corporate interests can't afford to create new streets. Like, I think some of these sites that do recipes for air fryers are purposefully giving people wrong information. Like, they just have to be? Just because, wow, there's just been some absolute trash recipes out there that have been, like the whole thing about preheating air fryers or putting oil in air fryers or whatever. You don't need to do that in a lot of it. And like the fact that a lot of air fryer recipes like are sometimes given like as high a temperature and as long as actual oven recipes, it feels like there's some messy crossover there that I don't believe that real people are actually studying this. And I kind of had to go to, you know, well, it to do one of those small frozen pizzas in the air fryer. I had to look on YouTube for a guy. Not even a professional. Just some guy. It's like, okay, all right, cool. Because every time I was doing these, I was doing like French bread pizzas or deep dish personal pizzas or whatever in the air fryer, I was burning them. And like, yeah. Guard shack at the end of the pier is dark and empty. Duncan gives the gate a push, but it doesn't budge. Oh, there's more than that, I'm sure. Oh, well, that was open earlier. Looks pretty solid. Guess I'll have to know that. Well, I guess we'll have to. Shouldn't there be someone here to let us out or something? Yeah, it smells a little funny, don't it? Who knows? It's Hong Kong. Not exactly sure how things work around here. Come on, rookie. We can cut through the construction site. I hate it when you call me that. Gate is locked, but the nearby control panel appears accessible. Carter pulls it open with a metallic screech that pierces your skull, sending a new wave of pain down to your churning stomach. She examines the control panel for a moment and throws Wu a backward glance. Looks like there's another way off the docks on the other. Looks like there was another way off the docks on the other side of this gate. Think I can bypass the lock. Let me take a crack at that. Enjoy. The civilian area and security is tight, or light. You bypass the door circuit with ease. The gate rattles open. Yeah. All right. Liver best. Liverbest Gibbs.
Liverbest_Gibbs rated the stream with 3 viewers.
Liverbest, how was your stream? What were you up to? You were doing some MechWarrior 3. Nice. I am getting jumped. Shouting in Cantonese. Oh, good. More Cantonese. Too quick to catch. Nice. The group on the dock was fishing a package out of a speedboat when you surprised them. Now the package is at the bottom of the bay and the speedboat is disappearing in the distance. They close on you, red-faced and yelling. The light of the harbor glints off their weapons as they approach. The leader shouts out something in Cantonese. It's too fast to make out. You're rusty. It's been years since Raymond's house and the language lesson wouldn't end. The old man never spoke anything but his native language at home. Wu speaks with authority. His Cantonese is as solid as... Yeah, his Cantonese is as solid as ever. He never let it drop. You guys doing some late night fishing? Oh yeah, we're fishing for assholes. You're gonna need to catch some. You're gonna need some better bait. All you're gonna catch with that is trouble. Yeah, oh no. Seriously? They teach you that at Rent-A-Cop school? He turns to you with a smile starting on his face. Then he thinks the better of it. Turns back to the smugglers. Nice. Well, yeah. Seems like that would work well against giant mechs. Seems like that would work really well. Thanks for the raid, by the way. For new folks, I'm Rat Clowncar. I do RPGs of all kinds. Just finished Shadowrun Dragonfall, and I'm starting on Shadowrun Hong Kong, the final game so far in the Harebrained Schemes series. At least until they make a new one. Or until, something else happens. Who knows? Maybe. How you doing, Stringfellow Hawk? Turns back to the smugglers. Lone Star, put the guns down. Never seen a badge like that before. Either it's fake or you're some kind of security guard. Either way, this isn't the same. I think he's done talking. Turn-based combat? Whoop whoop. Oh, I know turn-based combat. Looks pretty similar to the Dragonfall UI. Which is good as long as I don't mess up my stuff. Alright. Okay, I like the double click for that though. That's good. Rude. Well, I know what I'm gonna do. Christopher, you're a bad shot. I think those guys were Triad? No. Don't recognize their tattoos. Was 490s or was 4 early 2000s? Yeah, 5 was from like yeah, I know 5 was from 2 years ago. Oh, good. I can do this now. I can give it to somebody that all right. I can give it to somebody in my... Yeah, 4 was 2000. November 2000. Or, no, it was... Okay, yeah, no, 4 was 2000, and the expansion, standalone expansion was 2002. Yeah. I kind of wish they didn't give up on Mech Commander. I really like that series. I mean, you know. It's pretty much still sort of existing in a way, I guess, isn't it? Yeah. You know, because BattleTech is a thing. Gosh, BattleTech is one I do want to play on stream at some point. I've had it in my backlog for a long time. Yeah, they wanted to. That's an unfortunate story. Oh no, it's all right to talk about it. It's just we gotta acknowledge that they didn't get to make the game that they wanted to. Yeah, they didn't get to make the game that they wanted to. They were sort of forced to cut a whole lot of plans for it. Because originally, because it was a multiplayer only game, right? And doing that in 2007 on as far and being console first in that aspect was kind of not a good idea. Not a good idea. If they had gotten to make what they wanted to, which would have been like an immersive sim, like a Deus Ex or a System Shock style game, but in the Shadowrun universe, that would have been amazing. Honestly. I could see that coming off really well. I would love to play something that feels like Deus Ex and Shadowrun. Especially with like open-ended multi-solutions, you know, things like that going on. Like if they would have revealed that instead of what they ended up revealing, yeah, exactly. That was just like, that's exactly what it was, Saber Viper. It was pretty much Microsoft of 2005, 2006, pretty much overriding what FOSSA wanted to do. Yeah. Another gate panel. This one's been vandalized and busted up good. A real nightmare of a repair job. Wood stares at the fence, considering loops and rolls of razor wire glitter in the lamplight. Yeah, I don't know. It's been done really well by a lot of folks. And then, I mean, you know, considering that they would have gotten the jump on BioShock, that would have been, you know, like I could see Arcane pulling off a really good immersive sim. Honestly, or at least Arcane Leon. Yeah, I mean the Prey folks. I mean, let's forget about what was that? Redfall? Since that was a mess. But yeah. Arcane Leon doing Shadowrun would be something else. Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, that was a Shadowrun game. that was the Shadowrun 2007 of 2023. If we're being honest. Although I think wasn't Redfall also supposed to be Private Division as well? But I mean, yeah, something along the lines of Prey 2017 would be really cool. All right. Looks edged with the monofilament. The corporations here don't screw around. Duncan and I have hopped plenty of fences before. Well, it'll be fine. No, it won't. They don't use this kind of concertina on prison walls back in the UCAS. Goes through bone like a propeller through sea foam. Yeah, well, that was like 2011, 2012. I don't know. They just didn't give that thing enough resources. It was kind of. I'd like to think that it was like one of those things that's caught up in the middle of being forced out for, you know, forced out of in terms of like I don't know what kind of clearing old work, I guess. I'm a little worried about yeah, that too. Like they should have just made more of a like a vampire themed immersive sim. I can see that working. I mean, you know, it almost worked with Bloodlines. Although, you know, that was more RPG, but still. They could. They still could. Duncan nods his agreement. We aren't touching it. How about it, Carter? Can you get the gate open? What do you think? It'll take me a few minutes, though. Yeah, you just got to make sure you have people that know what they're doing on something that you know, when you change things up. I mean, you look at Tango Gameworks. It went from, you know, The Evil Within to Ghostwire to Hi-Fi Rush, and those were just like, you know, big changes. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Frowning, she leans in to get a closer look at the mangled fuse box. A few seconds later, she starts pulling wires and yanking fuses, a look of intense concentration on her face. Yeah. She's competent. I can't use this. Sounds like Raymond when he does that. She was a mage. She is. Carter likes to know how things work. She used to be on a bomb squad. We speak only Cantonese from now on, just like we did when we lived at Raymond's. Those drills are about to pay off. Think that's necessary? Just like at Raymond's. He nods once, satisfied, then turns his back and scans the horizon. At least you can still handle yourself in a fight. Would you doubt it? Nope. Silence between you gets louder, heavier. It's broken by a sudden welling screech. Wu's hand goes to his holster. The screech is replaced by the sound of grinding wheels glancing over the console. You see Carter grinning back at you. Got it. Well, the light from a nearby vendor stall stabs into your eyes, triggering a throbbing ache. In the back of your skull, you stop short, squinting as rough voices drift in on the wind. Where's everyone else? Where's the damn shipment? Haven't seen him yet. We just got here. Yeah. Long Way's probably waiting for us so we can haul it out of the boat for him. That lazy bastard. Let's just hang out here. Let him find us. Yeah. Looks like we're on a stroll through Smuggler Central. Those gangers don't know we're here. We could probably just slip past. Or we clip them. They're already looking for us. Might be better to take them out now while we got the element of surprise on our side. While unaware hostiles are on screen, plus unholster to enter turn-based combat mode. Oh, we can ambush them now. How are you doing that? Game shaved. Can go into Overwatch mode? Ooh. Good. Good. There we go. Just cold-blooded killers. I love it. I also love this. This was what I was complaining about towards the end of the game. This is what I was complaining about towards the end of Dragonfall, because there was no way to do item management with your team outside of the stash between missions, or between missions or at the start of missions. Like, you couldn't give an item that you pick up in the field to anybody that you're running with. And it was, like one of the dopiest things, one of the dopiest restrictions in the game. By far. And I'm just like, well... What's over here? 60... oh, wow. Just 52? Oh. It was going to be more than that. It's randomly generated. How many Nuyen you get. All right. Oh, hey. We got a husky troll. Crossing the street, you make out 4 shadowy figures and loitering the plaza ahead. Troll, orc, dwarf, and elf. 2 men, 2 women. They're different from the smugglers on the dock. Alert, poised, professionals. You can see that they made a token attempt to conceal their weapons. Their unspoken message is clear. We're strapped. Mind your manners. Wu stands up tall, takes that amused tone he gets whenever he's standing toe-to-toe with someone bigger. Someone who doesn't know they're about to go down. Evening, folks. You got permits for those bazookas? Permits? Thick troll pulls his mouth out into a comic frown. Permits? Huh. Give me a minute. Makes a show of patting his pockets. Nope, guess not. Must have lost mine in a dumpster, along with the last idiot who stepped to us. Wu coolly surveys the scene, nods in a friendly fashion. Is that right? Well then. That almost feel Wu's cop training again. It's like watching a drone execute a command routine. He reaches for his rifle, brings it up quick, but it's too late. By the time his shoulder hits level, an assortment of nasty-looking ordnance is already trained on his head. Alright, everyone, just be cool. Her backs him up. She whips her arms forward, fists blazing with magical fire. Her eyes sweep the scene, darting from one figure to another. A little late for that, isn't it? Listen, guys, my stomach's doing somersaults. How about we all put our guns away before someone gets hurt? But nobody does anything stupid. We just want to talk. Oh, I can see that. Your buddies are totally chill. Something we can do for you, officer. Looking for old man, Raymond Black. You're supposed to meet him here. You know him? Mm-hmm. Where is he? Easy Duncan. That's right, Easy Duncan. Your friend Raymond never showed. You've been waiting for the better part of an hour. You were gonna meet with Raymond? Mm-hmm. Sarah's what do you want with you? He needed friends, the heavily armed kind. The old man hired us to take you all on a little excursion. Hired you? They're not assortment. Cybered-up troll and a magical orc girl, an orc girl with magical fetishes. A dwarf with a cyber deck slung on her back, and a tall man standing behind them. Inscrutable. All guns trained on Wu. You're Shadowrunners. Uh-huh. This is bullshit. Raymond would never hire Shadowrunners. They're criminals. Mercenary operatives. Criminal mercenary operatives. So yeah, you were right. Your buddy Raymond was associating with a bunch of hardened criminals. Or yeah, I think so. Sorry to burst your bubble, Lone Star. Guess you didn't know the old man as well as you thought, huh? Yeah. Criminals. Monsters. Criminals. Criminal monsters. Gosh. They, it's weird to define that because it's like there's like with like metahuman races and dragons and vampires and zombies and all such and such and such. There's always been these like points over the history of the world in Shadowrun where magic has become kind of, has become sort of more amplified for like ages. And basically the age that is going on in this near future is called the Sixth Age. There's been like 5 periods of magical activity before it in Shadowrun, in Earth Shadowrun reality. So yeah, they've always been. It's just that stuff, that sort of thing, those sorts of things, and and that kind of magic in the world has been dormant for long periods of time. And sometimes, like, regular people just woke up one morning and were suddenly elves, or suddenly orcs, or suddenly trolls, or whatever. At least that's the way that I learned, you know, Shadowrun from 2nd edition. Back when the future was 2027. Or back when the future was like 2012 to 2027. So, yeah. Boo tries to shake it off, but he's struggling to process the information. You can feel the heat coming off of him. The runners sense it too, and they tense up tight. They're keyed on Duncan. Their guns are big. Their looks in their faces make it clear. One wrong beat of sweat and woos going down a red mist cloud. 2007. Let's all stay focused. No need for this to get ugly. We need to find Raymond. These are the people that can help us do that. What were you? She's right. Let's focus on Raymond. The old man wanted to take us into Kowloon wanted us to take him into Kowloon Walled City. You too. You know the Walled City? Slum, right? I've heard of it. It's a shithole. The worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere. Memories of growing up in the Redmond Barrens flash through your mind. We get it. It's a real bad place. Now, why would a little old man pay you to take him there? Wouldn't say. He mumbled a lot too. Just kept rambling on and on about how he had to get in. Under ordinary circumstances, I would have never accepted the gig. The Walled City's the last place I want to go. The old man rolled up with a truckload of Nuyen, and you gotta eat, right? Yeah, I know. We'll risk a glance at you. His weapon remains trained on the Shadowrunners, but a flicker of uncertainty plays across his face. Let's say we believe you. What now? Troll flashes you a smile that's all tusks and no warmth. Okay, gang, I'll tell you what. We're gonna put our guns down. Looks at the team as he slowly starts to lower his weapon. What the, Well, shoot. What? Damn. Damn. Yeah, Lou Pistachio. Damn. I don't know. Yeah. Our third person just got murdered, and two of the people that we were talking to also just got murdered by sniper fire. Yeah, I don't know. It was gonna happen no matter what. But still, that's messed up. Oh. I should load the game because That wasn't a good way to go. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That was so weird. That was so messed up. All right. Back to this conversation. All right. Nah, it's never too late to be cool. Maybe we got off on the wrong foot just now. Something we could do for you, officer. All right. Basically, these Shadowrunners were supposed to meet up with Raymond Black, who we're looking for. Raymond Black never showed up. So, yeah, we were sort of... Who are you? No one you want to mess with. We do odd jobs for money. So you were his tour guides, right? Kinda, yeah. The old man hired us to take you on an excursion. Hired you? Shadowrunners. They're criminals. What are you hired to do? Slum, I've heard of it. Okay, good. We're all gonna put our guns down. Okay, so the inscrutable one, and the big guy, and Carter all go down. Well, that stinks. A sound of high-caliber rifle. Shots hang in the air. Carter the troll and the silent elf lie dead in widening pools of blood, their heads broken open like melons dropping from a 4-story building. Nightjar! Nightjar, talk to me. Come on, big man, talk to me. Got shot? No. She turns to the dwarf, her eyes wild with fear. Oh shit, this isn't good. A voice blares out from a loudspeaker. This is the police! Lay down your weapons, put your hands behind your head, and come out where we can see you. You're not the cops. Duncan Wu, Fistifer d'Orange, come out where we can see you. You have 3 seconds. Duncan crosses behind cover, his gaze locked on Carter's corpse. His voice comes out in a hoarse roar. Stand down, damn it! I'm law enforcement. Lone Star! Lone Star! He's driven deeper into cover by a hail of gunfire. Save your breath. They won't listen. Use your eyes. Those bastards aren't here to make arrests. We need a way out of here now. Everyone pipe down. Just give me a minute. The rat girl stares at the ground intently, as if listening. Oh, I've got a rat shaman? Nice. Then her brow furrows, her eyes go beady, and her nose wrinkles up. She begins to sway back and forth, her lips moving soundlessly. Alright, okay, I've got a way out. It's at the end of the street. Everyone, come with me. Everyone, we don't need the rent-a-cops, Gobbit. We're the only ones. Their extra firepower is. I got us an exit. But we gotta get past the heat, and we can't shoot our way out of this on our own. If nothing else, they can soak up a few rounds for us. Just stick to cover and keep close. There's a door down the street that leads to a back alley. That's our exit point. You fall behind, you get left behind. Oh my gosh. Well, got one of them. Nah, come on. Oh, they've switched it up. tried. Healing. Whoa. Healing. Missed. Not even gonna bother with that yet. Flattened them. I'll use that later. Deactivate the drones. These drones power down. Yeah. All right. Aim accuracy on you. Aim accuracy on you. Shoot like crap. Shy dwarf back there. Okay, all right. Yeah. Kowloon Walled City? Yeah. Yep. Crap aim. Oh. Well. No. 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 Well, I guess we're just doing it the hard way then. Wow. Garbage. At least I can use my, I got one. Got the other. here's how I'll do it. Haste on you. Then I run to the door. Alright, one person escaped. Haste on another. Let's get our new friends out of here. All right. And again. And again. Based on you. Run for it. Last one left. I know you can make this. End. Based on you. End. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, there's two more down there. There we go. The rat shaman. Rat shaman. Guide you from the doorway on the street through an eternity of winding alleys, damp sub-basements, and empty buildings. Stumbling through refuse and filth, you make your way into the sewers below Victoria Harbor. It reeks down here, but it's quiet. Gobbet stops, sniffs, and wipes her eyes with the back of her wrist. Her rat squeaks softly in the folds of her clothing. Rat, 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 rat. The dwarf watches her silently for a moment, then moves closer and gently takes her hand. In the dim light of the sewer, you can see they're nearly the same age. No more than 20. 21 tops. Their names. The troll you were talking to was Nightjar. He was our friend. The elf was called Gutshot. Kind of an asshole, but I didn't need to see his head splattered everywhere like that. Nightjar was a good guy. Always had our backs. Isabel's and mine. Isabel nods in agreement. Her voice is flat. Or to find a runner you can actually trust. Are we clear? I think we've shaken them. Yeah, we're clear. Wu begins pacing, his boots splashing in the sewer's water, creating echoes down the tunnel. You can feel the tension coming off of him in waves. This is bullshit. I've done messing around in alleys and sewers. I'm done running from cops. Pokes a thumb at his chest and spits his anger forth in a raspy growl. For fuck's sake, I am a cop. We noticed. There was a Lone Star Sergeant dead back there, damn it. She was... Wu starts to choke up. He struggles against it, fighting to maintain control. But he needs a minute to recover. He finally manages to pull it together, but he's raw. When he speaks again, his voice is seething and hoarse. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Hong Kong cops, but I'm calling in some Lone Star backup from home. I'm gonna get some of my own people down here. We're gonna find Raymond and figure out what the hell is going on. Whatever you say, big guy. You have fun with that. Izzy and I are out of here. Best of luck finding your friend. Your people died in a hell of sniper fire. You're not gonna do anything about it? He's not our friend, he's our foster father. He's probably a dead man. Sorry, but that's the truth. Wu wasn't listening. You could see on his face that he's already written the girl off. He pulls his security-grade PDA from its holster on his left leg and raises it. Starts tapping the buttons with a meaty finger. The Lone Star logo on the back of the device looks shining and official. He stops, confused, then taps it again harder. The red flashing image of the PDA reflects in his goggles. What the hell? Locked out of the network. My law enforcement status has been revoked. I don't believe it. You're saying there's an APB out on us, Christopher. You and me both. I figured as much. You heard him on the loudspeaker. And knew our names. Fucking hell. His hand clenches into a fist around his PDA. This just keeps getting worse. He leans forward as if to punch the wall. His knuckles rapping against it softly, a pantomime of barely constrained rage. Suddenly he turns and slings his PDA at the far wall. It hits hard, bounces back, and clatters to the ground at his feet. He looks down at it, spent. And on that note, it's time to say goodbye. Come on, Isabel, let's... She's cut off by a smashing noise as her friend's boot comes crashing down on the PDA at Wu's feet. The dwarf looks at her work, unsatisfied, and brings her boot down again and again and again, until there's nothing left of it but a snarl of plastic housing, broken glass, and circuit board. Police issued. They can trace you through that. Yours too. It's on the network. Well, there go all my free upgrade points. Smash it yourself. We bury our own. Good. She looks over at Gobbet, sighs, and then reaches into her jacket pocket, pulling out 2 new PDAs. She hands them to you and Duncan. Burners, I suppose it's the least we can do, after your help back there. Thanks. Now what? Now we get out of the sewer and head our separate ways, right, Iz? Isabel doesn't listening. She's staring open-mouthed at her own PDA, its bluish glow illuminating her horrified expression. Got it, we gotta go, right now. Isabel's voice is monotone but emphatic. She holds up her PDA to show her friend. After us, too. Her screen displays a local newscast. Your own face stares back at you from the upper left corner of the screen. And in breaking news, just under an hour ago, Hong Kong port authorities were involved in a firefight with members of a terrorist cell linked to the mainland city-state of Henan. The battle left 3 terrorists dead, along with an unconfirmed number of Hong Kong police officers. Your image links out. Let's just go on. Your image winks out, replaced by a scowling image of Duncan Wu, a mugshot from a long time ago, before Raymond. Our sources report the Seattle natives Duncan Wu and Christopher de Orange. Christopher de Orange, along with their Hong Kong-based accomplices, are still at large. They are well armed and should be considered extremely dangerous. Oh, shit. Kowloon officials maintain that, report that the terrorist cell, known as the White Star, maintains ties to the state of Henan and is purported to be receiving weapons and funding from anti-corporate groups in the UCAS and the city-state of Seattle. Port authorities are standing on high alert, and the Hong Kong Police Force's Special Duties Unit has been engaged to deal with the threat. We go live now to Chief Inspector Crate of the Special Duties Unit, who will be making a statement. Behind the newscaster, a video window displays the location of your firefight in Victoria Harbor. The camera pans to Chief Inspector Crate. She's surrounded by a swarm of news reporters, but appears unfazed by the attention. She speaks with supreme confidence. We have yet to ascertain the motives for tonight's attack, but it was clearly a well-planned and coordinated effort. Right, sounds smooth, more like a corporate mouthpiece than a cop. We've already issued an APB along with killer capture for the order for the 4 remaining terrorists, and I've been instructed by this, and I've instructed the Special Duties Unit to make this manhunt a top priority. If you should see one or more of these individuals, do not attempt to engage them. Instead, tap the HKPF flash code at the bottom of the screen. If you're on an authorized network and take a picture, our system will automatically identify them in your data stream. Decker switches off the newscast and clips her PDA on her belt. For a moment, there's no sound but the roar of the sewer water rushing through the pipes. Gobbet bends over, hands on her knees, sucking wind. Her rats scurry for a new position. I thought we were fucked before. But now we are well and truly fucked. Doesn't look good, does it? Not at all. They've labeled us terrorists and there's an APB out on us. I've heard this kind of announcement before. I know what comes with it. It doesn't matter if we have nothing to do with whatever city-state. They're gonna hunt us down. It's open season. And the two of us will be hunted right alongside you. We gotta go deep, hit the mainland for a while until we can figure this out. Find a new hole to crawl into. We gotta get them off the grid too. Way off. Hey, Lone Star, you got a security license, right? That means you got a SIN too. Of course we have a SIN. Wouldn't be able to get paid otherwise. Only criminals and lowlifes go sinless. That means you can be traced, both of you. Once you get spotted by a drone or a security camera, get ID'd by a retinal scanner and try to use a cred stick or passport, and the HKPF will know just where you find you. I know how a system identification number works, Runner. We're gonna have to burn our sins if we survive this. You got that right, Seattle. We're just as screwed as you are, me and Iz. We were listed as your accomplices. We can't afford to let you get caught, and if we can't afford for you to get caught, you'll lead them to us one way or another. DNA sample, things we told you, astral residue, I don't know, cop stuff. Little Decker looks from you to Wu, eyes narrowed, sizing you up. You can see her make a silent decision before she speaks. Her voice is flat, resigned. We need to get your sins burned. Delete you from the record books. All of them. All of them. Wait a minute. You just want to erase our identities? Beyond the fact that it's insane, will that even work? We burn our sins, go off the grid like that. Won't they just redouble our efforts to find us? Condescension seeps its way into Isabel's dry tone. Imagine playing a game of hide and seek with a siren strapped to your head. Would you rather try and hide with the siren or with the siren's conspicuously absence? Deleting our identities across the entire matrix sounds hard. It's very difficult. I can't do it. Some people can. Organizations, expert systems. We gotta ask for help. There's only one person we know who has the kind of pull that takes to burn us in and hide us from the cops. Kindly Chang. Who's Kindly Chang? Some kind of super decker? No, Kindly's no decker. She's what's known as a straw sandal. Kind of a middle manager for the Yellow Lotus Syndicate. The Triad. Kindly Chang controls all illegal activity in our neighborhood. Smuggling, counterfeiting, bootlegging. Middle manager. Is the Yellow Lotus a syndicate or a retail outlet? Do not get the wrong impression. Kindly Chang is no bureaucrat. She controls a good-sized portion of Kowloon's underworld. She has soldiers, resources. She's smart, and she is not to be underestimated. Taking favors from a woman like Kindly Chang is a good way to get yourself into indentured servitude. You don't want to owe favors to a woman like that. Ideally, you don't want to deal with her at all. That was Nightjar's job. Nightjar's job? You mean you work with her? What did we just tell you? She's got her fingers in everything, including brokering Shadowruns for the corpse. Kindly Chang is our fixer. Just try to stay on our good side and you'll have nothing to worry about. Now let's get this done before one of you trips the APB and brings down all hell upon us. Well... Wow. Alright. have I been on? 5 hours? 5 hours? Alright, let's get into the subways. Eat fresh. You scramble up a ladder and through an accessway where the sewer system will spit you out into Hong Kong Mass Transit Railway System, the MTR. Crossing the rails, you climb up to the platform and into the station. Above you is Haoi, where the rat shaman and Little Decker plan to plead your case to Kindly Ching, the one woman they know who can help you get underground and off the grid fast. There will be a price. Kindly Chang is a triad boss, whose favors tends to come with strings attached. The sounds of a waterfront at night leak down from the stairway to the surface. Peering up the steps, you can catch a glimpse of the night sky, overcast and low. Sewers deposit you into a series of mechanical accessway that eventually link to a system of railway tunnels. Gobbet leads you through 5 or 6 magnetically sealed doors and across several sets of electrified tracks until she indicates you've reached your destination. This is the MTR station for Haoi. Once you go up those stairs, you'll be in our neighborhood. Kindly Chang runs her operation out of a mahjong parlor there called Swift Winds. There's an APB out on us. How do you expect us to get to this Swift Winds place without taking a bullet? Haoi is well known as a protected area. Kindly Chang sees to that. It's a shadow community. Smugglers, hijackers, black marketeers. You get the idea. Cops tend to give the place a wide berth. These cameras don't last long here. Between the smog and the cloud cover, we shouldn't have to worry about drone surveillance either. The HKPF won't find you. Not if you follow our lead. Now here's how this is going to work. You can't get an audience with Chang until we secure you an invitation. So me and Iz will go on ahead and pay our respects. Then we'll request that she can see you. Politely. Invitation? How do we get that? We'll kiss our ass until it shines. That's about the size of it. One more thing. Kindly Ching is a dangerous woman. She may seem friendly, but don't let your guard drop. And whatever you do, do not disrespect her. I've dealt with dangerous people all my life. I know how to behave myself. You'd better. If you don't, it's all of our asses. Okay, we'll go on ahead and smooth the way. Just give us a few minutes head start. If this place is protected, why shouldn't we talk to anybody? I said the place was protected, not you're protected. No one knows you're here, and outsiders aren't welcome in Haoi. Plus, your friend here radiates cops. Cops are even less welcome than outsiders. And you're not exactly ordinary either. You can blend in when I need you to. Not in our neighborhood, Seattle. People see us strolling through town together with no prior explanation. We might not make it to the mahjong parlor at all. I get it. That's good. You catch on real quick. We need your sins burned as badly as you do. And we need to figure out a way out of this shit, or we're all dead. See you at the mahjong parlor. Shadowrunner's footsteps quickly fall away, and then you're alone with Wu. He grunts something unintelligible and begins panther stalking back and forth again. Bootprints of sewer water and muck marking his path on the subway platform behind him. Minutes pass. Wu stops his pacing and runs both hands over his face, groaning a sound of anxiety and disgust. It dissipates and he stands there silently, his hands covering his face and his shoulders shaking with emotion. Then he begins to laugh. It's a laugh that comes from down deep, the place where fear and frustration and impotence swirl. The barrier holds. Wu focuses, taking control of his breathing, and his laughter begins to slow. He becomes himself again. Oh my god, Christopher. Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell are we doing here? How do we get into this? He drops his hands. He drops his hands and turns to you, shaking his head in disbelief. I think I'm gonna lose it. Do what you gotta do, but make it real fast. But make it fast. Make it fast. What? Carter is dead, Fistifer. They fucking ended her. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. What are you talking about? You crawled out of worse places before you met her. Maybe, but that was a long time ago. And I had Raymond. He was hard on you, Duncan. Yeah, he was, and now look at me. I'm a cop. I have a career. Raymond's the one who helped me get into the academy. Sat on me until I did my homework, checked on every assignment. Every single assignment. And he didn't care that I was a goddamn orc. Raymond, the house, the academy, Carter. I'm throwing it all down the memory hole and I'm burying it deep. You know why? Because we're gonna burn our sins, Fistifer. Fistifer. Jesus Christ, do you get what that means? The moment we do that, we're dead. To all the world, we're dead. We're wiped clean. Raymond, the house we grew up in, my career, Carter, all gone. No home, no money, no identity, nothing. We'll be nobody. We were street kids, Duncan. We're used to being nobody. Just chill. Chill? Who the fuck are you to tell me to chill after what just happened? And you aren't losing what I'm about to lose either. Our paths went in different directions a long time ago. You left me behind, goddammit. You left me behind. Memories flash bright. Suddenly you're back 8 years ago. On the street outside of Raymond's house, just you and Wu. The middle of the night. You left me behind. You can't just leave like this, Fistifer. What am I going to say to Raymond? You know how he is. Yeah, I know how he is. I got something to attend to, Duncan, and I can't wait. That's what you keep saying, but you don't tell me what's going on. It's a job. It's too good to pass up. Go on, Duncan, we could use you. You're good in a fight. A job that's too good to pass up? I thought we left that shit behind, Fistifer. Look, whatever's going on, I can tell you one thing. Raymond will not approve. I'll deal with that when I get back. I won't be gone. 2-3 days tops. I know, why do you think I'm sneaking out? I'll be back before the weekend. You remember the look on Duncan's face as you walked away. The events that followed were a blur, ones that you don't care to remember. 3 days later, you were behind bars in a private corporate prison. No interrogation, no charges, no appeal. Years later, some corporation bought out some other corporation, and the new board of directors pushed through some sort of reform agenda. The higher-ups gave you an order. And then you were out, with a few $100 million into your name and one scary-as-hell non-disclosure agreement ensuring your silence. Not that it mattered to you anymore. You were starting fresh, determined. Till Raymond tracked you down, left you that voicemail. Brought you to Hong Kong and back together with Duncan Wu. Sorry, Duncan Wu. You realize that Wu's been staring at you. You left me behind. You left me behind. Well, maybe I did. Now let's hear it. Where the hell have you been all this time and why didn't you contact me? At least to tell me you were alive. I wanted to, Duncan, but I was locked up tight. Corporate black site, no communication. Oh, shit! Oh, fuck. I had no idea. Range of motion plays across Wu's face. He stares at the ground for some time before finally looking back at you with back up at you with a heavy sigh. I really don't know how to process that one right now. I don't know. If we're still alive tomorrow, we can talk about this more. This shit is too much. We're marooned on this island, hunted by the cops. My partner's dead. Raymond's missing. And I'm about to go see a crime lord about erasing our goddamn identities. And as a bonus, our only allies are a pair of tiny criminals who would kill us if they could, so they didn't have to deal with this. Listen, Christopher, back in the Barrens, whenever I was out of control, you just handled the solution. Remember? You just handled the situation. Remember? With Carter gone, I'm just a raw nerve. I'm afraid I'm going to slip back, and people are going to start getting hurt again.
Take care of children and the elderly.
I got your back, Duncan. I got the lead, Duncan, just like I used to. He stares at you hard, like he's trying to see something inside your head. Then he checks his weapon, cocks and locks. Back to business. Good. Now let's go meet that triad woman and get our damn sins burned. I want to rip the bandage off as fast as I can. Yeah, man. Hayway, a makeshift boat city latched onto the Kaitak riverfront like a parasite. Behind you, a massive snarl of dark and derelict high-rises dominate the horizons. The walled city. But I don't see a mahjong parlor. Yeah? Massive steel security doors set in a bunker-like concrete wall. There's no sign of or identification of what this place is. A battered intercom encased in a case of welded steel and armored glass. Grainy letters are barely readable on screen. Chrome Alley. Medical service and mechanical repair. Premises protected by deadly weapons and infectious diseases. Yeah, we don't need to mess with that right now. Law's Techno Palace. Nice. We got triads. Frederick Cathai. Alright. Before we do anything, I think I'm just going to save right now. I think we're going to wrap. I think it's time to just... It's time to chill for a little bit. It's late. We got started in Hong Kong. We're going to do some more Hong Kong tomorrow. Lots more Hong Kong tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Okay.